When I first heard the word ataxia, I'd never heard it before. I didn't know what it meant. They couldn't tell me what it meant for my future. It wasn't until I was diagnosed in April, it wasn't until that summer that I was able to see a doctor at the university that was finally able to give me a more clear picture of what was ahead of me.
When Karen was first diagnosed, it was like a moment. I knew everything changed. Everything gone before would be changed after. And as a mom, I felt responsible because you always are able to protect your children, and there was nothing I could do and very little I could do to change it. It was here to be with us all forever.
Like a normal father, I guess the first thing you want to do is find out, well, something's wrong with my daughter. Let's figure out what it is, and then let's fix it. And then you kind of get into it a little bit more, and you find out there's a lot of smart people working on research at the University of Minnesota, but there is no cure for it. So you feel you got hope because of the research, but I guess my biggest feeling, and then and now, is still I'm kind of helpless. I can't do what I think I need to do for my daughter.
And, you know, I think in the beginning when we gathered some information, again, we were like, how can this be? You know, something so terrible that we don't have a cure for. But we did finally, I guess, find some hope out at the U because they gave us an answer. To not have the answer was worse than to have the answer.
I would describe Karen as someone who, first and foremost, is a great mom, but I think also as someone that doesn't want ataxia to define her. So she continues to fight and continues to do her normal things throughout the day, so that, you know, so the kids can see and others can see that she is Karen who has ataxia. She's not, you know, ataxia isn't Karen.
There has been times when the kids were real little infants crying, and I can never get there fast enough. If Jack is on his bike and falls, I can't get there fast enough. Nothing I do seems fast enough. Karen's hope came out of not knowing what to do, but knowing we had to do something.
One of the few things I knew we could do is raise money. And I had done golf tournaments before.
And you know, again, we're not doctors, you know, we're a warehouse guy and a plumber. So we knew that was a way we could help, and we were able to turn it into something we're very proud of.
Karen's Hope in 10 years has raised $500,000, and the proceeds benefit Bob Ellison, the Ataxia Research Center. Those were the people that knew what to do. They had a vision. They were already making progress in the area of research. We didn't know what to do until we met those people.
Yeah, she's a role model, yeah, for everybody. I don't think anybody could handle it any better or do anything better than what she's done with it.
So I think hope's an interesting word because it's something you want to be hopeful for the future, but you also are realistic about where you are. So it's just something that daily we just want to get better. You know, the obvious hope would be that we could cure ataxia and she wouldn't have any more physical limitations.
You go take a tour of the U, and they're doing amazing things. I'm hoping that it's close.
I remember her saying, you know, who's going to ever love me when they know this about me? And now I had hoped for her exactly what she has, a loving husband, a beautiful family.
And we'll find a cure.
I hope the researchers at the University of Minnesota discover a cure. Simple as that, so I can move on.